Welcome to Kempinski Hotel, where the ECOWAS Extraordinary Summit of Heads of State is being held. At the moment, three presidents are leaving the premises of the hotel. That is the president of Togo, Paul Nasingbe Yadima, the president of Benin, that is Talon, and then the president of Senegal, Mr. Macky Sall. They have just left the hotel where the Extraordinary Summit was held, in the sense that they have more or less concluded their meetings for today. And more importantly, most of these leaders are supposed to head to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, for another summit of AU leaders in Africa in Addis Ababa. So that is how come they might have brought this session to a very, they've closed earlier than expected. Now, what the issues that were on the table before the leaders of ECOWAS were the coup d'etat that just took place in Burkina Faso on January 24th, and on the heels of that, they deployed Chief of Defense Staff in the sub-region to Ouagadougou to go and have a conversation with the military that has interfered in the political regime or the democratic process of Burkina Faso. And as a result of that, just on the heels of that, the Council of Ministers, that is the foreign ministers in ECOWAS, also went there on Monday. And so this meeting today was held primarily to listen to the Chief of Defense Staff after engaging their colleague military leaders in Burkina Faso. And then the foreign minister also went there to engage them. So they had to brief the leadership of the ECOWAS region about what has transpired, what led to the coup d'etat, and what kind of arrangement they have in mind to make sure they return Burkina Faso to a constitutional rule. Because let's not forget that Mali started this trend that we're witnessing in August 2018. It was followed suit in Guinea, and then we've seen this in Burkina Faso. So these are the issues that have been discussed. And at the opening session, the president of Ghana, President Akufo-Addo, who is the chairman of ECOWAS, indicated that he is welcoming his peers or his colleagues, presidents, to Accra with a heavy heart. That was the statement he used, and said that there's a need for the leadership in the sub-region to collectively, I quote him, collectively and decisively deal with this trend that is creeping into the sub-region, because it is not healthy for our democratic process, and it will retard economic growth and so many things that we have aspired as a people to embark upon. So this summit is aimed at making sure that the coup d'etat being witnessed in the sub-region is tackled head on. And he also emphasized that he was excited that the African Union has responded swiftly to deal with the issue in Burkina Faso by imposing sanctions on Burkina Faso, just as ECOWAS has done. The previous one that was witnessed in Guinea, the response from the AU did not come as swift as the one of Burkina Faso, perhaps because it was not becoming as too frequent as it has been now. So the leadership of ECOWAS is looking for a sustainable way to make sure that this does not reoccur. So these were some of the issues that came on board. But let's not forget that in Guinea-Bissau, there was also a coup attempt, but that had been foiled, and President Sissoko Mbalo did not attend the Accra summit because there's so much to be tackled back home, so he couldn't come here. And those who participated in the meetings, we saw the president of Senegal, Macky Sall, Nasingbe Yadema of Togo, Talon from Benin. We did not see the president of Nigeria, his vice president, Professor Yemi, was here. We did not see also the Liberian president, but Brigadier Madabio from Sierra Leone was here today, and that of Togo, and that of Gambia, President Adama Barrow. So these are some of the leaders that attended this summit today, and they're going to continue in Addis Ababa to find a means to make sure that this region does not become an epicenter of coup d'etat. We're seeing very soon that the president of Ghana, Akufo-Addo, will also come in and make sure that the communique that has been issued is made known to us. But we've seen that his vehicle is ready and is about to also go. The communique will be issued very soon by the president of ECOWAS, Mr. Jean-Claude Cassibrou. He will issue the communique together with the foreign ministers that are available. So we're expecting President Akufo-Addo also to leave the hotel and continue the journey to the AU summit to be held in Addis Ababa to ensure that the continent of Africa does not return to the old dark days where coup d'etats were the order of the day. But again, some are wondering what will be the effects of these coup d'etats in our part of the world. One, economically, is going to retard economic development because various programs that have been put in place by the governments in these countries are likely to be halted because the military might want to go through some of the documents. And again, it sends a wrong signal to investors outside the region. And that will not encourage investors who had earlier planned to come. And then, if there's no investment, economic development does not move at the pace it's supposed to be, we're not going to see employment being created to be able to engage the hands of the teeming youth we have in the sub-region who are crossing or embarking on a dangerous journey, perilous journey to Europe, all with the aim to look for greener pastures. So it is very important that these coup d'etats are addressed and ensure that it does not become the usual thing. It does not become the usual thing because we've seen the President Akufo-Addo also coming out now, heading away from Kempinski premises. So if you look back, you realize that this is the summit that has been held, and it did not take too much a long time compared to the previous one that had been held at Accra or in Accra for under the leadership of President Akufo-Addo. This is the first time that this summit has been concluded earlier than we had witnessed over the past year when he took over as the leader of ECOWAS. Interestingly, this February should have been the time that Mali should have been started having political campaigns and then go to the polls to exercise, to enable Malians to exercise their franchise. But unfortunately, the military junta had not continued with the blueprint that was set for it to return Mali to a constitutional rule. And so they are asking to be in office for 5 more years. They're asking that they want to be in office for 5 more years. We are yet to know more of the plans of the Guinean military junta, though they have signaled that they're not going to be in power as long as 5 years as their counterpart in Mali had indicated. So we hope that Burkina Faso will also return to constitutional rule as early as possible so that the sub-region will become a region of stability once again. Let's not forget also one hurdle that is before the leadership is the insurgency, Islamic insurgency in the Sahel region. There is a major bane to the development of the sub-region. We've seen that the president of Ivory Coast is also preparing to depart from Kempinski Hotel. And so gradually, the leaders that participated in the conference or the Heads of State Summit are leaving the summit venue back to their home country and continue the journey to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where the AU, we are hoping, is going to take a strong stance against military coup d'etat. Côte d'Ivoire is leaving, that of Niger is also about to leave. So that is what Niger is also about to leave. So essentially all the leaders that came to participate in the extraordinary summit in Accra are leaving the Kempinski Hotel.